Hello, everyone. How is the connection, you guys? For those of you tuning in tonight, how is the connection for you guys? Thank you so much for joining my stream tonight. We're going to be getting into some tarot. We're going to be getting into some talks, just some conversations, just going to be answering any questions. Hello, Sel. Hello, John. Hello, King Froglet. Hello, Skater Board Blues. I really appreciate your comment, Skaterboard Blues. I meant to say it in the chat. That's really sweet. I'm eating a whole apple pie before my fast till July 4th. Awesome. Very cool. Hello, Joey. Yes, hello, everyone. I hope that we get some people in here tonight. Sorry, I know it's kind of late for going live, but I just figured, we're going to pop on, do some tarot. Okay, if you guys are interested in purchasing a reading, feel free to just send a donation of literally $1 amount, and I will read for you personally. But if not, no worries, because we're going to be doing some collective readings tonight, so you guys can just listen to that. And I'm also here to answer any questions that you guys may have. Oh my goodness, thank you so much, Sel. Thank you so much. Alrighty, what do we got for Sel tonight? Do you have a specific question, Sel, that you want me to ask for you? And thank you so much again for the donation. Thank you again for the donation. Okay, we got to light a candle, you guys. We got to consecrate. We got to set the intention of healing, okay, at this time. I'm going to do a video on this soon, but healing is like the hardest thing you will ever choose to do. So thank you guys all for being here tonight. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So do you have any specific types of questions that you want me to answer? Feel free to type it in the chat if you do. But let's see. What is going on? Energy for Sel. What does Sel need to know? Oh my goodness. What does Sel need to hear? Sel, I see you. Let's see. I see you. Correct me if I'm wrong, Sel, but I see you disconnecting from something. And I see you disconnecting from something where you feel like you haven't been able to speak your truth, and that this has become sort of like an emotional burden for you. And I'm getting at the bottom of the deck, this could have to do with work or business or finances, but I'm getting you kind of withdrawn. Does that make any sense, Sel? Let me know. That's just the way some of these cards are coming through. But the Wheel of Fortune is coming out in the upright, so I'm getting that the end of this chapter there'll be something new. But yeah, I'm getting some conflict, inner conflict, and perhaps even outer conflict. You're being guided to be honest with yourself, Sel, at this time, and be honest with fully how you feel. And then with the Strength card coming through in the diagonal, this is your guides reminding you that you have strength at this time, Sel. Let's see. Let's see if we can get you an affirmation card on top of this. Yeah, I see you. I'm withdrawn. I'm having trouble getting the words out. Okay, okay, great. I'm glad that I'm picking up on something. I'm getting that you need to get your strength back here, Sel, with the Lovers card coming through in the upright. And the Four of Pentacles in reverse. I see you hanging on to like a connection, or if not a connection, like a job, or like just really hanging on tightly to something in your life that like you felt was alignment, but there's toxicity underneath it. And there's some like attachment and some high expectations that kind of need to be let go of. And I'm getting with the Eight of Pentacles coming through in the reverse that this is going to take time for you to change in order for you to kind of overcome this. I'm getting to defend yourself here, Sel. I'm getting to defend yourself because I do see you having like a lack of energy at this time. And I see you kind of living in the past with that Six of Cups coming through. So I hope that that helps, Sel. I hope that that makes sense. I'm going to grab an affirmation card for you. Thank you so much again for your donation. I really appreciate it. And thank you, everybody, for being here tonight. I really, really appreciate your guys' energy. It's so awesome. I have not gone live in a minute. Let's see. Sel. Ooh. You got the I am organized card coming through. I know this is tale as old as time, and yeah, that could be a message there, because I think that working out is very important. So that could be a message for you, Sel. But I'm getting I am organized underneath this whole reading. It's true that your outer environment can sometimes reflect your inner environment. So sometimes it's worth it to pay that extra money to get the car cleaned, or to like clean your room, if that makes any sense. Anyways, but I am organized. I trust in my ability to create and maintain systems that keep me organized in the flow. My organizational skills maximize my success and guide me to more and more freedom. I am focused and clear-minded, making it easy for me to prioritize tasks and stay organized. My organizational skills improve every day, and I take pride in my ability to stay on top of things. I easily create order and structure in my life, which leads to more ease. I live with organizational mastery. So that's your guidance at this time. So I hope that that helps. I hope that that helps. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. And you guys, if you have any questions in the comments, like feel free to drop them below. And if I miss your question, feel free to restate it, because I am notorious for missing comments. It's never on purpose. And thank you so much, John. Amanda, with dyslexia, do you see words move on a page or any distortion? What is the experience of reading from a visual perspective? I'd say like not as much as I used to. I think when I was a kid and I had dyslexia, that I would see that, you know, but like now that I don't. However, it's easy for me to get tripped up sometimes, and it would be super random, but it usually doesn't happen, if that makes any sense. Would you ever do like a video expanding on what you actually think about the black pill and red pill? Yes, I have I have a playlist on my channel, and I have a black pill playlist and a red pill playlist. I've made like 17 videos so far on like each of these topics. So if you want to go back and just like kind of check out those videos, like I highly recommend that you do so, because I do kind of share my perspective on the black pill and the red pill. But of course, I think that both these ideologies are manipulative at times, and sometimes stated in falsehood as opposed to the truth, and meant to prey on your weaknesses, your emotions, your insecurities, your pain, your grief. The reality is that this all comes down to abandonment wounds, okay? It's easier for us to exile ourselves and be alone than it is to face people and feel these abandonment wounds. So that's just something that needs to be noted there. Do you like having a YouTube channel? Yes, I do. Do you dislike? No. In nearly every video, it seems like you're in a different outfit. Do you spend a lot on clothes? No, I do not. But luckily, I have like family members who have a lot of clothes. From your videos, you've made significant amounts of progress over the past several years. Do you think things will ever more or less return to the way they were before, or is this permanent? I think it's just growing on up from here, you know, like things can never really be the same exact way that they once were, if that makes any sense. Reality is always happening. It's always happening to us. We're always just expanding into the future, whether we like it or not. Fortunately or unfortunately, depending how you look at it, change. Speaking of the black pill, what would it take for you to tell someone it's over? It's over. I'll say it right now. It's over. I'm just kidding. Amanda, in a recent video, you said you didn't have any emotional needs met. What was the biggest step you took to meet them? You have to allow yourself to socialize with people. You have to like let yourself trust that people are yes, they're flawed, but they're not going to hurt you. Hello, Aaron's Journal. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for, hello, theoretical work. Hello, yes, hello, Jay. But, yeah, I kind of forgot what I was saying. But yeah, I forgot what I was saying. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Sel. Thank you so much. This question is hard for me to phrase well. There is a negative way in which it can be interpreted, but that's not what I intend. You seem to no longer be bulimic. Do you feel bad about this in some sense? Perhaps a part of you is missing. After all, bulimia stayed with you through thick and thin, even when others neglected you. No, I don't like miss it anymore, if that makes any sense. And it's like an identity. It used to be like so a part of my identity, even though it's a compulsion. But yeah, it's like the things that manifest in self isolation are very unique. So if you have, unique parts of yourself kind of manifesting, don't judge yourself. I think a lot of times we compare ourselves to like the standard of like what a normie should be. And then when we don't like follow up to that, I think that we judge ourselves for it. I hope I'm making like some sense. But guys, feel free, if you want a direct tarot reading message, feel free to send a donation, support the channel. If not, no worries. I'm going to be doing some collective readings, and feel free to ask questions in the comments. If I miss your comment, it's not on purpose. You can just send it again. I always forget to read comments. Mm-hmm. How young did you know that you wanted to help people and pursue the degree you are working on now? It's so impressive. You knew so early on, and you're already getting your master's so early on. I actually didn't know I wanted to help people until like a couple years ago, kind of, if that makes sense. It's not like I grew up, like being like, when I grow up, I want to help people. Like, it wasn't really like that, but I think just after some of my own negative life experiences and kind of healing from that, I just think that the opportunities to help people kind of like fell into my life from there, if that makes any sense. But although maladaptive substance abuse seems to be the one thing that keeps me from ending it all, soothes trauma. Right. I mean, like, all of these parts of ourselves, they're trying to protect us in some kind of way. Like, they are trying to protect us from the pain of like real emotional wounds and real emotional abandonment, if that makes any sense. I wanted to be a parasocial experience critic. That's interesting. That's interesting. You are early 20s. That is super young. I liked your, maybe I'm in my 30s. You never know. I liked your You Need a Girlfriend video and some of your other videos. Thank you, Sel. I really appreciate that. It does make sense. Okay. I hope I'm making sense so far, you guys. Like, sorry, it's been a minute since I've gone live. Let me know if you guys want to send a donation. I'm doing personal tarot readings. If not, no worries. We're just going to get a collective message right now. What is going on in the collective? And feel free to send your questions too. Yeah, it's been a minute since I've gone live. I want to make it to an hour. That's my goal. But if we get this live poppin', maybe I'll stay on for longer, if that makes sense. But thank you guys all for being here. Okay, we have I Am Thankful coming through right now for the collective. I am thankful. Gratitude is my guiding light, illuminating. Oh, thank you so much, John. Thank you so much. Illuminating the path of my journey. I am open and receptive to appreciating the gifts that life has to offer me. I easily express gratitude for all that I am and all that I have. Each day, I find new reasons to be grateful and celebrate the beauty of life all around me. I am deeply thankful for the opportunities that come my way and the blessings that unfold in my life. Gratitude easily grows in my life. So that's the affirmation for gratitude. But thank you so much, John. Do you have a specific question in mind? Okay, just guidance. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm gonna do, let's see. I'm gonna do general guidance for John. John, what do you need to know? Ooh, you have I am intelligent coming through, John. What do you need to know? What do you need to hear? I'm going to pull you an oracle card, John. What do you need to know? What do you need to hear at this time? What do your spirit guides want you to know? What do your spirit guides want you to know at this time? Ooh. What do your spirit guides want you to know at this time? What do your spirit guides want you to know at this time? Oh my gosh. Okay, you got the bear. John, you got the bear. Let's see. Yeah, no problem. Let's see. Bear. Bear. Waking from spiritual slumber, beginning new. After a long winter, the bear arises from deep slumber. At first, the movement and effort are difficult, but the bear knows it's time to awaken and move towards the dawning light. The bear card represents an individual on the cusp of new directions and personal transformation. The initial weeks and months of this spiritual quest may feel tricky, cumbersome and full of obstacles, but you have no choice, bear. Winter wanes, the warmth of spring emerges, and your transformation begins. So when in balance, this brings inner strength, yearning to grow. When it's out of balance, this brings withdrawal, lethargy, and heaviness. To bring back into balance, movement and exercise. And existence, John, just kind of existing in the moment at this time and just, allowing yourself to move again. And I see you embarking on a new journey. I think like with intelligent coming through at the bottom of the deck, I know you've been talking a lot about creative endeavors. So that could be in relation to that, if that resonates. But thank you so much for the donation. Amanda's age. People have different levels of emotional maturity. Amanda is incredibly... Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. But one thing I gotta say is that I'm very human. Like, that's the thing. I also, like, I'm very human. I know that sounds, like, weird. How do I explain this? Like, I think that you can have emotional intelligence, but you can also be, like, an emotionally sensitive person, if that makes any sense. Do you use tarot cards as a coping tool? Yeah, I sometimes use tarot cards for like calming down my anxiety or maybe just continuing it, like, to be honest. But sometimes tarot will help me kind of get grounded if I'm overthinking a situation. And if I need validation kind of on my feelings, then tarot is great. But it also sometimes carries like some heavy truth with it, if that makes any sense. But wow, that's so me. It's like the beginning of a new journey. Momentum is everything. I'm so glad to hear that, John. I'm so glad to hear that. Do you like poetry? If so, I do. I mean, I don't. I don't know why I lied. I need to. I wish I liked it. I wish I liked it more. I don't hate it. I don't hate it forever or anything like that. I don't hate it forever. But am I like a poetry fan? Like, I don't know. Not necessarily, but I do think writing is cool. And I need to read more. That's just my own personal goal. Okay, what do we got coming through? Ooh, I am harmonious for the collective at this time. Let's see. I am harmonious. What's going on for the collective? What are you feeling harmonious about? What are you feeling harmonious about for the collective? What are you feeling harmonious about? What are you feeling harmonious? Ooh. I see the collective in a haste right now, kind of in an unpredictable energy, kind of having really high expectations set for themselves. I'm seeing the collective in a pessimistic place, almost kind of like preparing for the worst that can happen. And I see a lack of self-love and an emotional disconnect from your intuition at this time, collective. And I'm getting it's because there's a need for healing, and the healing's not working. So I'm just seeing this like impulsiveness right now in the collective. I see the collective wanting to hold on to something, but feeling like their ego, not like their ego is hurt, but kind of feeling like in their head about something. Let me know if this resonates for anyone. Exhaustion, giving up. There's a need for the collective to forgive yourself here on whatever situation you're kind of holding on to. I see you guys releasing that though, kind of releasing the toxic patterns. Yeah, I see the collective wanting to regain control over a situation and kind of regaining control almost in an impulsive way. But let me know if that makes any sense. Like, again, I'm just reading some cards. Yeah, I'm seeing some painful endings coming through for the collective. It resonates, having trouble to heal and move on in life. Yes, like it's very much that kind of energy. And I'm seeing a tower for the collective, right? Okay, and in the tarot, the tower comes before the star. So before we have healing, everything gets shaken up before we have healing. And that's kind of the energy of this. This is having expectations go awry. Like kind of having that. But I see the collective needing to come into a voice of compassion more. Because I see whatever the tower was for the collective, leading the collective to long-term success. As long as the collective doesn't get lost in self-doubt and begins to mother themselves emotionally again. Yeah, and you guys might not be able, whoever is resonating with this, again, take what resonates. This is a collective reading. But whoever feels like that this won't happen, like that healing or the goals or long-term success or really being grounded and nice to yourself, like if you're thinking that this won't happen, that's because you're just having like a lack of foresight due to being stuck in the past. So you may think that things are moving a lot slower than like what they actually are, and that's like due to perception, if that makes any sense. Do you feel like you have received messages from those beyond space? Do you ever feel like you from those beyond space? Not like really, you know what I mean? Like a lot of tarot is just like reading from your intuition. I don't really think it would be weird to say that. Like if I did, I don't think I would tell anyone. You know what I mean? Because that would be a weird thing to say. Anyways. Yes, thank you so much. Let's see. Thank you. I can't remember, to be honest. I feel like I came up with it, but now I've heard others say it. But for a moment, I really thought I came up with that. I probably didn't, though. Like if I were to be completely honest, I probably didn't. But that's a good question, Jay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let me know if anybody wants a collective reading at this time. Amanda, an individual reading. Amanda, when I was a kid, I didn't believe humans have control over what happens. Is this an unhealthy way to live? Amanda, when I was a kid, I didn't believe. It's sometimes this is a tricky question because sometimes in reality, if you take too much responsibility for your own pain and suffering, it actually just leads to more pain and more suffering. So, but at the same time, if you take too little responsibility for your pain and for your suffering, then the universe is kind of just gonna like take over, and then you're gonna feel like you're in a losing battle. You know what I mean? So it's actually really about being balanced. Like there are some things that we control in quotes, right? Or manifest or create with our minds. But then there are also some things that just happen to us mysteriously and are hard parts of the human and life experience. I love Taco Bell hot sauce. Very nice said. If someone gives book so I'm sorry, I'm not gonna share my location, but thank you so much for the donation, Sel. Thank you so much. I'm gonna read you an oracle card from the Ancestors and Angels Oracle deck. Thank you so much, Sel. I hope that that's okay. But let's see what's going on. Sel. What do your ancestors want you to know? Since we're pulling from the Ancestor Guidebook, what do your ancestors want you to know at this time, Sel? For Sel. Let's see. Sel. Ooh, did you get this card before? You're having move beyond ancestral patterns. I'm immediately thinking of the word generational trauma. So if you have not thought about the generational trauma in your family yet, I think you're being guided to, because I think it'll help you understand yourself better. We take on what the family before us did, we spiritually, if that makes any sense. We take that on. It's yeah. Okay. Move beyond the limitations that have been set for you by family members past and present. Know that the energy of your spirit is more powerful than genetics and behavioral patterns. The people are the oldest tribal people still living on the planet. Their hunter-gatherer culture and ancient spirituality are rooted in tradition, balance with earth. So the ancestors are offering you not only wisdom that will help you heal and adapt to ever-changing planet, but also an understanding of what spiritual life should be. The elder is the ancestor who comes with a message of healing. He is an embodied soul, yet he had journeys that go beyond the physical. Therefore, he represents a reclamation of power. When he appears, it's an acknowledgement that you have the capacity to move beyond limitations that have been placed upon you. If you've had expectations of success, failure, sadness, or even sickness placed upon you by your family, it's important to know that you are here to create your own story. This card represents personal healing that will bring healing to your family lineage, past, present, and future. Know that you get to decide what you take on. Also, know that your ancestors are rooting for you and are sorry for any setbacks they have created for you. So that's a message for you, Sel. That's a message for you. I'm the same as my ancestors. I hope that resonates, Sel. What do I need to hear right now? Thank you so much, Me My Piano, for the donation. Thank you so much. I am going to, let's see. I'm going to pull from my tarot deck. What do you need to know? What do you need to hear? Me and my piano. What do you need to know? What do you need to hear? And you guys, feel free to send a donation, ask any questions. I'm doing direct and personal readings, as well as trying to do a collective reading in between that. Let's see. I see you in a very highly empathetic place, but also a place of remorse and regret here, with the Five of Swords coming through at the bottom of the deck. I see you cutting your losses. I see you having the desire to forgive, to move on to a different direction, like a different stage in life. I see you kind of feeling stuck and not wanting to be stuck in this this chapter, if you will. But I see you getting out of your head here, and I see you making good, steady investments, especially in some of your goals, and thinking about some of your goals in a realistic way about how you can give and how you can receive. I think that there's something coming up too about a contract, maybe not a contract, but maybe rediscussing something work related to. Maybe it's like a promotion, or maybe you're being guided to ask for a promotion. I don't know. But yeah, I see this being a rough ending to a negative cycle here. I see you going deep inside, soul searching with the Hermit card coming through. But I see you having the desire to reconcile and move on from this stage in your life. But that comes when you decide to take the opportunity to be emotionally honest. So I hope that helps, Me and My Piano. I hope that helps. Zed, I'm doing collective readings, so you could feel free to send a donation of literally $1, like a penny, how much ever YouTube will let you send, and I will do a personal direct reading for you. Otherwise, I'm doing a collective reading, so anybody just watching, anybody joining in, they can just see if they resonate with the collective message, if you will. We also got we got the affirmation deck, we got the ancestor guidebook tarot deck, and we got the animal spirit-led deck. So we have a lot of fun stuff tonight, you guys. Thank you all for joining in. I feel like I'm a announcer for like a football game or something. How are you, CK? Oh, hi, CK. It's so nice to see you. Happy Sunday, CK. It's so nice to see you. Alrighty. Thinking more realistically about my goals. Yes, I'm glad that resonated, me, my piano. I'm glad that resonated. Thank you guys all for being here tonight. Let's see what's going on in the collective energy right now. Collective energy. And if you guys have a question and I miss it, feel free to resend it in the chat. I am notorious for not reading questions. Okay. I see a lot of self-doubt coming through in the collective right now. A lot of wounded logic. I know that sounds so weird, wounded logic, but that word just came through. A lot of high expectations on yourself right now, and I'm seeing it coming from a place of wounded logic. Like, I'm almost seeing you. I don't know how to explain this. I'm seeing you kind of take it easy though on yourself for some of you, collective. I don't know what this is, but I do see you guys kind of offering yourself more, like allowing yourself to enjoy the fruits of your labor right now, or doing that will allow you to be a little bit happier right now. This is like an interesting message, collective. Interesting message. Yeah, I see you guys, 8 of Swords energy, being stuck in your head and having been stuck in your head for a really long time. But I see you pouring back into your own cup here, collective. I don't know how, I don't know when, but I see that happening for you. Bobby, Amanda, have you transcended yet? Maybe. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe not. How do you know if you do or if you don't? Clearly she has. Oh my goodness. I'm repeating any questions that you don't see. Thank you. Thank you, John. Yes, we need to give ourselves credit for the effort we put in. Yes, yes. Okay, what's going on in the collective energy right now for an affirmation card? What does the collective need to know on top of this reading? I am powerful, collective. I am powerful. That's the energy. That's the energy. I am powerful. I embrace my uniqueness and recognize the power of being authentically myself. I pay attention to the ways the world reflects back to me my own graceful confidence. Each day, I become more aware of my power and use it to uplift myself and others. I keep my focus on feeling solid, empowered, and confident. I am powerful, and my life is a reflection of the strength and resilience within me. That's for the collective. I am powerful at this time. I am powerful. I've been stuck in my head for a while, but now I've been putting more energy and time into my goals to get my life moving forward. That's great, me, my piano. Amanda, if someone immediately upon meeting wants to go full speed ahead, dating-wise, is this a red flag, or some people just direct? Listen, we're all different humans, so we're all going to have a different approach to dating. Some people like to move things along very, very fast, very, very fast, and it's just what they like to do. Some people do it for manipulative purposes, such as love bombing. But that usually happens only in the rare case that you're dating a narcissist. And I don't like to just throw that word out, a narcissist, because in my, listen, there's not that many narcissists out there. I think a lot of people, that's like a very overused word, so I almost kind of hate it. Like, narcissists are actually really, really rare. But so yeah, some narcissists will love bomb. It is a tactic. But other than that, people just have different speeds when it comes to dating, which can make things complicated, especially when two people who have two different speeds meet. Are dating apps terrible and ought to be used only as a last resort? No, I not only as a last resort, but I think I did a video on my channel about, like, I'm not the biggest fan of just using dating apps as the only resort, if that makes any sense. But I have become a little bit more open-minded to them. But at the same time, I just don't want dating apps to be the only resort. And also, dating apps oftentimes define people so much in an unrealistic way. Like, just because you don't get a lot of matches on dating apps doesn't mean that that's who you are, and that like speaks to your like sovereignty with being a human in this world. See, and like some people that have this experience, like, this needs to not be a reason to give up on dating, because I think a lot of people will take this I haven't gotten matches on dating apps or whatever, and then they won't put themselves out there. They won't socialize. This work is about living again, living. It's about coming back online in your own mind, collective. You guys need to come back online. A lot of you guys are offline in your mind right now. Sorry. 50 milliliters of water. But yeah, you guys got to come back online. Yeah, I think it's better for two to take their time getting to know someone. I've had several dates via dating apps. They never went anywhere meaningful. Yeah, people also have that experience too. Yes, I have some experience knowing narcissists. They're very critical. Yes, upon meeting way too quick makes me uncomfortable. Yes, yeah, and I just think in my experience, when you meet somebody that's like what I like to call a pure-blooded narcissist, which means like somebody who actually has narcissistic personality disorder, and they literally can't help it, and it will affect every single relationship in their life at some point in time. That's like a true narcissist, and those people are rare to come across. So just because we overuse this word like narcissist, like we'll call people that aren't narcissists. You can have narcissistic tendencies, you can act like a narcissist, you can do narcissistic things, but that does not make you an actual narcissist. I hope that that makes sense. I know this is a rant that literally virtually nobody cares about, but I just feel passionate about it. Amanda, I've heard you say humans are not animals. Do you still believe this? Oh, I did say that? That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, humans are like allergic to the outdoors. That's the way I like to put it. I mean, have you tried like being on Naked and Afraid? Like the bug bites, the sunburn, the need for shelter, the need for like water, the inability to withstand storms, like being prey. Like, I don't know, like we're just like low allergies. Like humans are allergic to the outdoors. I don't know what that makes us though. They cannot take responsibility for their own actions and think they know what's right for everyone. Being in customer service, I have an opportunity to learn how to talk to women. Yes, that's a great point too. I'm good, Bobby. Thank you so much for asking. Yes, guys, feel free to ask any questions. Let's get a message from the spirits, ancestors, angels, aliens, guides, God, goddesses, and ascended masters from above, and see what they want the collective to know out of this spirit animal guidebook. For the collective, what do they want? And if you guys want a direct reading, feel free to donate literally any amount. It can be a penny, and I will give you a direct reading. It helps support the channel, or otherwise, feel free to relax and enjoy the collective readings. And I'm also answering y'all's questions as much as I can. This is my first live back. I'm sorry I'm a little tired tonight, but I hope I'm keeping the energy alive. Okay, we got the tiger. We got the tiger coming through at the bottom of the deck for the collective. Look at that. Look at that moon on top of the tiger's head. What do you guys think that means symbolically? Comment in the chat. What do you guys think that means symbolically? Okay. Let's see. Tiger, tiger, tiger. Let's see. Are we going through a rough couple of days like universally? Maybe. Maybe. I know. Maybe. Yeah, we might be going through a retrograde right now, JJ. We might be going through a retrograde right now. I wouldn't be surprised. And I'm not even just saying like an actual retrograde. I'm using that more as a metaphorical way to describe, yeah, this past weekend. But I don't know. Maybe you guys had an amazing weekend. Let's see. I'm so sorry. Okay, we got it. Lunar force, ease and darkness, feminine energy. Yes, collective, you're being guided to tap into your feminine energy. Tap into your feminine energy, boys. The tiger hunts at night, and one with the silence, fearing nothing. This card reminds us to take in the wild darkness, to allow the lunar forces to soothe and heal our spirits, sensuality, receptivity, and devotion are all heightened in the midnight hour. And the tiger takes advantage of these boons. Spend some time in silence this evening, drinking in potent calm. There is nothing to fear in the stillness except the awakening of your own power. When in balance, passionate, strong, sensual. When out of balance, overstimulated, to bring back into balance, candle gazing. So you guys are being guided to gaze at a candle at this time. Candle gazing. Wow, what a beautiful card, collective. What a beautiful card. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Montaigne. Thank you so much. I'll ask the tarot. I'll ask the tarot. Oh, I did not mean to, Bobby. I did not mean to. Let's see. Do you have a love offer coming in soon? Do you have a love offer coming in soon? Do you have a love offer coming in soon? I just want to get an affirmation for you. I am peaceful. Right now, you're being guided to stay centered and keep your calm. Protect your peace right now is your first guidance. But let's see. Do you have a love offer coming in soon? Do you have a love offer coming in soon? What do your angels want you to know? Do you have a love offer coming in soon? Do you have a love offer coming in soon? Yes. But let's see. Yes, but it's going to feel competitive at first. And I'm getting some conflict here. And it's going to take a lot of emotional perseverance. So you better be pouring into your own cup at this time. But yeah, I see something. The sooner you fulfill yourself emotionally on your own, the faster this offer is going to come in. There's a need to like really fill your own cup here. Like really fill your own cup. I see you focused on trying to maintain control. Listen, there's no love without tower, without anxiety, without facing your fears. There's no union without the struggle. Is Kevin going to be my BF? Is Kevin going to be my BF? Let me see. How does my ex-girlfriend feel about me right now? I stopped talking to her a few weeks ago because of toxicity. Let's see. Is Kevin going to be your boyfriend? Montaigne. Is Kevin going to be your boyfriend? Let's see. And CK, thank you so much for the donation. I'm sorry for not acknowledging that. I will read it right after I'm done with this. Is Kevin going to be your BF? Is Kevin going to be your BF? Let's see. I'm not sure if you know who this person is, but I don't think it's Kevin. However, I see Kevin being like a balanced connection in your life. Maybe over time, but not right away. I don't see it happening right now, if that makes sense. But thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate it. Okay, CK. How does my ex-girlfriend feel about me right now? I stopped talking to her a few weeks ago because of toxicity. How does my ex-girlfriend feel about me? Thank you so much for me, my piano. Okay, CK. I'm glad that you stopped talking to her, but let's see. CK. What do you need to know, CK? What do you need to hear, ex-girlfriend? I'm creative, CK. Make sure you're tapping into your creativity and your femininity at this time. I am love. This is going to bring love back into your life. She is not your only source of love, CK. I don't know why I just heard that. I just heard that. I don't know what that question means, Montaigne, but thank you so much for your donation. I will pull you an affirmation card, Montaigne. Let's see. CK, you're being guided to create connections and collaborate with other people. I'm feeling very strongly that your ex-girlfriend might have been one of like the only source of a really strong connection almost for a long time. And I'm getting you kind of judging things from like she was the only person that could fulfill your emotional cup and that could love you. And now you're just kind of like looking at things from this very like despondent, like low energy, like lack of motivation here, kind of impulsive. And yeah, I see you suffering the heartbreak. You are being reminded to believe in yourself, CK. Your ex-girlfriend is not the only source of love, and there's other Queen of Cups out there for you. She couldn't pour into your own cup, and I think that that's something that you tend to tell yourself. I see you resisting this change. I see you juggling a lot here, maybe being indecisive. I see you needing to collaborate with people, and I see you needing to take risks. You have to remember the love comes from within. It always comes from within. I know it's weird to say, but it does. It does. You are in charge of your change. I'm so sorry to hear that, CK. I'm so sorry to hear that. Let's see. Let's see. Oh. Do I have a love offer coming in for the woman that I like? CK, I hope that resonated. Do I have a love offer coming in for the woman I like? I mean, I got the Lovers coming out in the upright with the Moon in the reverse. So this could be something that you don't see right now or that hasn't been shared with you right now. It's kind of making you think worst case scenario. I hope that you caught that. Don't keep thinking worst case scenario. There's like a part or trauma wound that keeps like taking over. And it's just creating a delay. But I do see communication getting better with this person. I see there like being a phase of letting go and kind of looking at things from a different perspective here. Right now it could feel like there's a breakup going on, and this could be upsetting your inner child. So I see you going within at this time. But I do see you gaining your strength. There's just a need to not overwhelm yourself here is almost what I'm getting. Yeah, there's a need to not think of the worst case scenario, because I'm getting like not every truth has been revealed, if that makes any sense. And I'm getting that there could be something here, but it's just about fulfilling that your own cup first, if that makes sense. Pouring into your own emotions first. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Montaigne. Thank you so much. Let's see. Okay. Let's pull you an affirmation card. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, guys. I'm getting tired. I might have to end this stream soon, y'all, but thank you guys for being here tonight. I really appreciate your guys' energy. Let's see. I am abundant. I am abundant. As I stand in my value, I'm able to see my path more clearly and more aligned opportunities arise. Every day becomes easier and easier for me to attract everything I need. I choose to see evidence in my life that I am supported, that I am prosperous, and that I am valued. I choose thoughts, words, and actions that reflect an abundance mindset. Prosperity is my path. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, I feel like this is a rough week for us all as we are as we established on this channel, we are going through a retrograde. Men need strong male friends for emotional support. Yes, we all need friends. Like, talk about how hard dating is. Sometimes it's hard just to find a really good connected friend. Thank you, John, and everyone else. Sleepy Amanda, oh, thank you. I feel doubtful that the woman I like me as well, so I've been focusing more on myself. But if there's a chance with them, then I will remain open to them. Yes. Amanda, what gave you the idea of girlfriend guide for guys instead of boyfriend guide for girls or any other combination? I resonated more with giving men advice on women than giving women advice on men. When I was in high school, I used to give a lot of advice for like people. I don't know. I always loved giving dating advice, even though I didn't I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, it just always resonated with me because this journey, I don't know. I can't get into it because my mind is spinning right now. But yes, this was always going to be it. This was always going to be it for me. Like, no questions asked. I still have my job, my car, my health, catfish, LOL. That's very nice, CK. That's very nice. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah. Yeah, it would be cool one day to give women advice too. I think dating is just really hard for everybody, right? So I feel like everybody could use just some type of. Oh, thank you so much, Montaigne. Thank you so much. Gemini. Okay, I apologize. Let's see. I misunderstood your question. Thank you. I asked if Gemini will be my boyfriend or John. Let's see. Gemini or John? Let's pull one card for each. One or two cards for each. Gemini or John? Gemini. John. I see there being opportunities for both here because, well, let me see. Well, with Gemini, I see Gemini in a place of wanting to be single right now, and you kind of holding on to them. And then with the Wheel of Fortune and the Four of Wands in the reverse, I see there being an opportunity for a long-term investment more with John, if that makes sense. But this could be like not something that you're aware of right now, but that's just what I'm seeing at this time. Thank you so much for the donation. Thank you guys all for being here. I'm so sorry. I'm like getting so tired, but let's pull one last card, okay, for the collective. And if anybody wants to send through any last minute donations, I will read for you. Hello, the High Priestess. Oh, what an awesome username. Considering we're doing tarot, and thank you guys all for being here. This was an awesome live. I love to get back to it. Okay. And if you guys have not watch my latest video. I'm actually like happy with how it turned out. Oh, nice, High Priestess. Thank you for being here. That's so nice. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, thank you so much, John. That means a lot. Oh, that's so nice. The High Priestess, thank you so much. Thank you, Joey. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. That's so sweet. Take charge and authority. Lord, take charge and authority for the collective at this time. The Lord energy, this is what your ancestors want you to know. Take charge and authority. Take charge and authority. Okay. Sorry. Take charge and authority. Don't be afraid to take charge and use your voice. Be strong. The Lord is a consort of the lady, the emperor in the traditional tarot. He represents an authoritative male who isn't afraid to lay down the law, but this doesn't mean he's angry or chauvinistic. He is self possessed, reliable, and ambitious, a man of honor who has earned his place in society. The Lord in the oracle holds a ram's staff and wears a crown of antlers, showing he keeps himself firmly rooted in the ground and is protective of his people. His regal air indicates he has a taste for the finer things in life, yet he is sensitive to those who are less fortunate than he is. Extended message. Sometimes you have to take control in order to be honored. If you feel that your kindness or gifts are being taken for granted, yes, this could be people-pleasing energy, that type of thing. It's time to change that. There is no excuse for bad behavior, and the ancestors are encouraging you to hold your ground and speak your mind in a fiercely loving way. You have the energy and might to overcome dramas or energies that aren't working for your growth. It's time to take charge before you find yourself in a situation you don't want to be in. You are being encouraged to be the boss instead of being bossed. Ooh, I love that. This card also brings the energy of ambition and can show you have the potential to move upwards on a professional level, but only if you act with authority and show the world who you really are. So that is the Lord energy card coming through. I hope that that resonated for the collective, you guys. So nice. Yes, that's awesome. Yes, thank you all. I never did an egg cleanse. Yes, if you guys don't know, you guys have to do an egg cleanse. Okay, Google egg cleanse and do an egg cleanse. Okay, it'll make you feel better during this self-decided, self-imposed retrograde going on, you guys. Okay. Thank you guys all again. I really appreciate it. I think I'm going to end the live now. And I'm going to go live again soon, okay? So stay tuned for that, and I will see you guys in a future YouTube video, I guess, or a future live stream. So good night. Bye.